They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That was... Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff. Guys, if you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it. One thing I wanted to say too is, if for some reason an episode does not come out Thursday, it's because this fucking hurricane made us lose power, and I'm tired of that shit.
I'm sick of this shit. Same time as last.
Same time as last year. Goddamn shit.
Bullshit. You good?
Yes.
The anger consumed you.
Because I'm tired of this news. It's going to Tampa. And then it fucking hits us. It's going to Tampa.
No, this one's really going to Tampa.
Okay.
It's for real going to Tampa.
And then it's gonna at midnight it's gonna be like, psych bitch.
No, but what I am hearing is the spaghetti models are showing it's gonna loop back around.
You're joking. You're joking, right?
No, I saw that shit. No, I saw that.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm like, this is bullshit.
Nah, you're joking.
I'm like, this is bullshit.
Nah, audience, he's joking. It's not bullshit. He's joking.
When I say, I won't say I told you so.
What hurricane did that back in the
Ivan. It's always the eyes. I swear to you it is. Ivan, back in like 04.
That's when we were in Sanders, right?
Nope.
Was that Sanders?
Nope, we were in the village.
Yeah.
That's Charlie. That's the year of Charlie.
Damn.
Yeah. I think it was like August 8th or August 18th, 2004. That was Hurricane Charlie. But yeah, that same year, I think Ivan did that whole loop-de-loop shit.
I ain't done, bitches.
I ain't done. Mother, you thought I wasn't done? I'm dead. So I'm gonna make y'all remember me. What's my name, nigga?
Say my name.
No, but yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. I'm over it, bro.
It's the same thing every year.
It's been the past few years.
Yeah, shit has to be fixed. Things get pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing.
Right, because it doesn't care what your plans are. It could just...
Yeah, exactly.
You can have your week planned out ahead of you.
That's why you should never make plans in August or September.
That's peak. That's peak season. That's peak season. Peak hurricane season.
I remember somebody at work said, man, September is like the worst month ever. I'm like, I'm sorry I was born in September.
What is that? What astrological sign is that? Virgo?
Yeah, that's a Virgo.
You're a Virgo?
Well, what month is like August something, 23rd to like September
20 something.
Is it?
18?
I think it's 18 or 19.
Wow, so you're like on the tail end of that.
Yeah.
Do you ever look into your astrological sign?
No.
You don't believe in that? Not believe in it, but you don't really...
Okay, yeah, you're right. 23rd of August to 22nd of September.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
But, no, I mean, it's not I don't believe in it. It's just I don't think it's what...
You don't let it dictate
Yeah.
how you respond to the world.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not going to say I'm an asshole because I'm a Virgo.
Is that a personality trait of Virgo? Being an asshole?
Shit. No, I'm just giving you an example.
No, okay, I got you.
Hold up.
I got you.
Let me see what it says. Let me see what it says. Analytical, in nature, attention to detail, patient outlook, and a gentle spirit is what it's telling me. Nurturing, calming, organized, and rule-oriented. Efficient, on time, and so demanding of themselves that they turn into excellent workers.
Here's where they lost me. On time. On time.
On time. I'm never on time?
No, you're always on time. I'm the one who makes you late. I'm the one who makes you late. Anytime we have anything to do, I'm the one who makes you late.
So certain things that I read on here, yeah, that is me. But I don't say the reason why I act a certain way.
You don't wear it.
Yes.
Right. It's not a fashion.
I don't use that as an excuse as to reason to excuse my behavior in certain things that I do, which is why it's weird to me when people do shit like that and say it's because I'm this, that's the reason why, or because you're that, we're not compatible, or because you're this, and
that's weird.
I don't take it 100%, but it's like, come on.
But then again, doesn't that kind of play into the whole spirituality
of course,
of manifesting your reality?
Of course, yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, some of the personality traits that I carry. It describes, but the actions I take with those personality traits are two different things.
Right.
So just because your sign says you act a certain way doesn't mean you should act that way and say that's the reason why I act that way. You see what I'm saying? Because there's certain signs that says you have some attitude, blah, 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 this and that. That doesn't mean because you read that every day, that's how you should act.
But do you think, like, prime example, Julie kind of went over with me on how most politicians end up being Geminis.
Psychopaths. Don't worry, guys, I ain't a Gemini.
Most Geminis end up being politicians because they're just naturally overconfident in themselves, and like they're just out there. That's just them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Most people end up influencing the world.
They're
for better or for worse.
They're the influencers of the world?
Right. End up being Geminis. So is that something that you think is just kind of written?
No, because I like to think I put a lot of influence on a lot of people in the sense of like changing the way they think and mindset.
Yeah, it goes back to the analytical thing, the way it just described it. I'm not validating. No,
that's what I said. I'm not dismissing certain things it says. I just don't wear it as if I fuck up or do something bad. That's
you just blame it
on your star sign.
Ether.
Yes, blame it on your star sign. Because remember we had that conversation about manifestation. There's the one where you sit and do nothing and hope magic happens, and there's the one where you actually work hard, push yourself, and actually manifest what you want in life by doing so. So I believe in manifestation. I just don't believe in the manifestations with rainbows, cupcakes, and leprechauns and stuff like that. By
wishing, right?
Yeah, wishful
because like the way I would interpret manifestation is the size of your manifestation is like the goal of, so the size of your manifestation determines how much work you have to put into it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're saying I want to, I don't know, I want to own a home, I want to buy a home, or I want to have money, or I want to find love, sitting on your ass and wishing for it.
Yeah.
It's not you're using energy thinking about it, but that's as far as that goes.
Exactly. You're not putting it into the ether, like physically doing it. Like, what are you physically doing?
Right. You have to change the reality by putting in work.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Alter the space or the timeline or something like that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I get the whole zodiac signs and the personality traits that come with it, but I can't. Whenever I fuck up in any situations, or whenever anybody fucks up in any situations, some people tend to use that as an excuse as to why that's the reason why they're like that, because of my star sign. And it's like, if you're speaking to a crowd of rational people, they're gonna be like, so.
Because it's usually thrown around irrationally.
I'm gonna give you a stupid example.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a stupid example. You're gonna laugh. you rob the bank. The cops catch you. You're gonna be like, I robbed the bank because my personality, my star sign says this is. I'm
more likely.
I'm very impulsive, so I do impulsive things, including robbery. He gonna look at you and you can impulse your ass into the back of my car. You going to jail. You going to jail. So you see what I'm saying? I just don't like. I just don't.
What was it?
I'm an astrophysicist. What did she say?
No,
what did she say,
said,
Jeff?
when he pulled her over to give her a ticket, and what do you say? She's like, I'm a Aquarius, and he's like, I don't give a fuck. Here's your ticket.
or the dating one. He's like, I'm an astrophysicist. She's like, okay, I'm an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius. That's crazy.
He was so dumbfounded. The God that he didn't believe in came into existence.
No, that's crazy. But maybe, like, with the benefit of the doubt, maybe
she could have been joking.
She said that in jest,
I hope so, because the way that man looked at the camera and
he was confused as fuck. He had two reactions. The initial reaction, where he was confused as fuck, and then the behind the scenes reaction, where he was more confused as fuck.
He's like, fuck, is this...
Because he had time to think about it.
He's going to be like, is she going to be like this the rest
of
the
time?
But I
heard she was like one of the final two people. That's crazy. Sometimes it really is just a pretty face, bro.
Yeah. And he picked him. He picked her. So
sometimes it really is.
No, but wild. Yeah, like I said, just to end off on that cliff note, it's not that I don't believe in it. It's 100%. It's just I don't use that as any.
It's not your guide.
It's not my guide, and it's not an excuse for me to do what I do or the fuck ups that I do is. Kind of
throwaway account.
Yeah, exactly. Always. Yeah, like you said, everything's a choice.
I feel that.
The law of the universe. One of the laws of the universe. Everything is a choice.
Everything is a choice.
Yes.
Well, not the law of the universe. Law of humanity.
One of the law.
Of humanity.
One of the laws.
Of humanity.
Which is in the universe.
No, you can't say of the universe. Because the universe doesn't make a choice. Then again, we're talking about quantum shit. I don't know. I don't know. The universe probably did make choices.
Yep, because as whatever anybody calls it, whether it be God
or the
universe, omnipotent being, whatever you want to call it, developed 3 different phases of existence. So
physical, mental, and spiritual.
Yep.
I feel it.
I believe people are more stuck on the physical because they believe with their eyes, not with the spiritual or the mental.
Well, that's the thing. They let the physical stimulate their mental instead of the spiritual. If you let the spiritual stimulate your mental, you'll be more connected, but more content. You'll find meaning, more meaning in everything.
So yeah, because you're giving me an example of meditation where you're like, if you can wake up every day for 30 minutes and meditate and just kind of understand your body and
be present,
yeah. So it's just
be present in your body.
Yeah, so just understanding what your body is, what it needs, what the sensation in each bone, muscle, hair,
every single one of your toes.
Yeah.
Listen for your pulse. Find feel the rate of your breathing. Listen to through each ear. Try to focus on sounds in the background.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Without thinking about random bullshit. Like, oh, what am I gonna eat today? Or, did I pay last week's bill, or do I need to do gas? Haha, I just thought about something funny.
You said that's gonna take
that's gonna take time because you were gonna want to think random thoughts. Especially me, that's pretty hard for fucking. Jeez, my goodness.
Oh man.
My goodness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could be having a whole in-depth conversation on
with yourself,
metaphysics, And then thinking in my brain, I'm thinking, man, I can go for some lasagna.
For you, that's gonna take a lot of time because you have so many things going on through your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I feel it, man.
I'm the thinker of thoughts. It doesn't even have to make sense. It's just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I started doing that. And I have my meditation playlist, which is pretty much my sleep playlist.
Oh, like ambiance music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I feel like sleep is a form of meditation too, I guess.
It is, cause like you always say too. What do you dream about? You ever like? Well, I write down my dreams, but you ever, if you do remember them, you ever write down your dreams?
The only dream I wrote down was the Hook dream, and that was absurd. Hooks coming down from the sky.
Someone's calling me from Albuquerque.
Really? Oh, that's nuts. Who you know up there, yeah?
I don't know.
You got a secret lover up there? You got a hidden child?
My plug.
You're plugged. You're plugged. Okay, dude. Okay, man. Next thing you know, next week Jephs is gonna come in with his long lost son. We're gonna have an interview with Jeph's son.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep.
His secret child.
My secret child. Oh man. So I know you're gonna be busy tomorrow. What are you kind of working on? Because I know you said you haven't been doing your art in a while. So what's going on with that, man? Talk to me.
I don't know.
It's been a minute.
I've been focusing on so many other things. I don't know. I'm looking for, I guess, inspiration. It sucks because I missed out all on July. And we only got a couple days left in August, and I haven't dropped another piece, so that's going to be 2 months. But I do have something on the back burner, but I don't just want to throw it out there.
Because you don't like it. But
right.
But I've noticed the ones that you never like are the ones everyone.
I hate that. I hate that.
So you know you
see what I see.
Yeah.
Don't like what I hate.
You know what you should start doing? Releasing all the art that you hate. All the ones that you hate. Just release.
Those are all in the drafts.
Yep. And it'll get the most likes.
Nah, it's trash.
Yep.
Call the collection drafts.
There you go.
That'd be bullshit.
I want that piece for
That'd be
$100,000. Be like, it looks like a piece of shit. Nah, it's not. You don't see what I see.
You what?
That's what they're gonna tell you, man. They're like, you don't see what I see.
I hate that.
Oh shit.
I hate that. I don't want to put something out there for people to consume that I don't like.
Yeah.
That I feel like that's disingenuous.
But do you believe all artists is like what other people? Do you believe that all artists is?
I don't care what other people think about my art. I want to like the art.
Well, a lot of artists don't like their art.
No.
But a lot of people like their art.
Well, that's fine.
And they still released it, knowing that
I
they hated it.
want to like my art.
Knowing that they hated it.
This art is for me.
Mm-hmm.
It is my expression.
Okay.
I'm not going to put something out there that I'm not proud of or that I don't like, regardless if people like it. Because at the end of the day, it has come from me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not content with it, I'm not going to put it out. You see what I'm saying?
No, I hear you, man.
Like, I got to be genuine with myself.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Not because I want clout or because I want money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be like, okay, I made this, and I'm proud of it, and I like it.
And it's going to be used forever with whoever uses
Right.
it. I got you.
Right.
That
You
makes
know what I'm
sense.
saying? Like, I'm not just in a, oh, yeah, here's a blah, blah. Now, if we're making cover art, you know what I'm saying? It's like some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, things that you just put together and then it just automatically works. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like it doesn't. People think like you put hours into this art, and it's like, nah, I didn't do nothing. I just put it together.
Bruh, I spent like 5 minutes on this thing, just
and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, I love your art!
Wow, this is amazing.
Your thumbnail, your cover art." And I'm like, "What are you talking
But
about?"
something I spend days on. 1 like, 1 retweet, 1 comment. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So you want me to be a piece of shit? All right, I'm just gonna start throwing crap on the canvas,
And they're gonna love it.
and you're gonna eat it up.
They're gonna eat it
That's
up.
Tough. Never.
This took you 5 minutes, but they're gonna
Never.
Notice that too, right? The ones that take you less times are the ones that people like the most.
Right. I
But
feel that.
why? Is it like a short attention span thing that's bred into every single human being?
I don't know. That's a good question. Cause like, I don't want to say. Maybe because with my more in-depth pieces, there's too many elements to focus on.
Yeah.
But it's like, I always leave my art up for interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Because I just make something my eyes like to look at, and it gives me this nice feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I look at it, it makes me feel like this, like good. I'm not saying this signifies the bonds between humanity and race and da da da. Like I'm not. No. I do something because my brain has an image, and then I try to replicate that on the canvas as accurately as I possibly can.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And then whatever image that I see in my head, that's what it is. And I like looking at it because now I have actualized the image in my head. And I could remember that image and how I felt and what I was doing every single time I look at that image.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Some people look at art for different reasons. Some people look.
What do you look at it for?
Me?
Yeah.
Like I said, putting my imagination on thing, and I like my own brain. I like my own imagination. I love my imagination. I love my imagination. This shit's fucking amazing.
So
like,
when you do the interpretations for your art, do you have one specific one, or is it multitudes? Because every time I look at your art, or somebody else looks at it, they interpret it a different way.
Because in my mind, I know this is gonna sound crazy. Because in my mind, like, you know how I'm always on autopilot and shit?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's like, I can fall into my own mind and just see shit overlaid what I'm seeing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine shit. I don't know how to say this.
Say it.
It's like lucid dreaming, or like, it's like, I don't know, dreaming while awake. It's like daydreaming. But like, it's an active process instead of you just kind of thinking about a scenario.
Gotcha.
It's like I can look at this room and see shit overlaid on the room.
Gotcha. That's how you layer your art.
Right.
I gotcha.
But I could also make up things in my brain, right? So it's like, okay, prime example. Was it Parallel? I called the piece Parallel, where it's the two prisms meeting at the center. And then the hand, the translucent hand that's holding one end, but then it's almost like I had the same idea with broken symmetry. At first glance, you just like, okay, it's just the same image flipped. But the closer and closer and more detail you look at it,
you see something.
You see it's not a symmetrical image.
Oh, okay.
It's not a symmetrical image. And I've done that on 2 occasions. Parallel and broken symmetry. Where it's like, oh, it just looks like he just got the image and then flipped it. And it's like, no, look closer.
Yeah.
And then the more closer you look, the more close you look, the more you start seeing different elements. And you're like, oh, I didn't realize this was moving, or I didn't realize da-da-da.
So you can consistently continue to look at the photo due to the fact that there's so many different elements to it. So it's like you take a glance at it and you just see one thing, but if you look closer, it's like hidden pieces in the image. You see,
and some things spell out things, and if you look closely, you'll, like, prime example, bystander. In the image, you look at the image, and you just see a guy, leaned up against the wall, listening to his music at the spaceport.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at the image even closer, you'll see across him is the shadow of someone in a fetal position crying.
But you don't see that unless you closely look at it.
Right.
So literally, you can look at the image for hours and find new clues and pieces to the puzzle that you've added.
Right.
So your art is literally layered, which is so you'll put images on top of images, and then you'll put color to distort them. So no, it's like it's literally like a art escape room without the room part.
It's escapism.
Yeah, you're literally.
That's it.
Yeah, you're literally just like.
It's just escapism. That's the thing. That's literally what I'm going for. Escapism. Like beyond reality. There's nothing that you can look at the image and reference real life from. You're like, yeah, this is a setting that I would see in a dream or some shit like that.
So if have you ever had people like either comment or DM you, oh, I look at your art and I love it and I understand it, and do they ask you about the layers of imagery in your painting, in the sense of like how do you come up with the ideas, and does it relate to them, or is it just mainly focused on what's coming out of your brain?
I've had interviews like earlier when I had first started. I had a lot of interviews when I first started. Some people do DM me, be like, your art, I love your art, the colors, it's very inspiring. I'm discovering new shit about it every day.
That's
stuff
nuts.
like that.
So it's a piece that they can buy and literally look at it and find something different in you every single time. That's nuts.
And wait, when does this turn into an interview? For me. Alright, but yeah, so like, yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know. Cause like some people take different things from it. You know what I'm saying? Some people take different things from it.
Do you think they relate to it though?
Can anyone truly relate to me? I don't know.
No, not to you. Your art.
To my art?
Yeah.
But my art
because
is just an extension of this.
Of you. I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Whatever it makes you feel, that's personal to you.
Yeah.
I will never relate to how it makes you feel.
Because everybody's
So right. I can't tell you how to feel and what to see in my art.
Got you.
But for me, it's just escapism. I'm just creating a setting that's fantastical, absurd. That's, I don't know. But I just do it, and it works out. Most of the time, it works out. But like,
everything else is on standby or draft.
And I like to keep it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like focusing on the same type of elements. Like, I like to do different things. Space, nature, different concepts. But it all deals with escapism and like hyper fucking, I don't know, spirituality in terms of, being a higher plane of existence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because if the universe is that amazing, who says that I can't think of a place in the universe that exists
like that? Yeah. No, you're right, man. Because like you said, anything is possible if the universe is vast. It's just that just because we can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
we're only believing in the things that our cameras, our telescopes, and all that imagery can provide us. And then they're like, oh, since it's there, it exists.
Right.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It's predicted that there are 11 spatial dimensions.
Yes. And we're only in one out of the 11.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Call me crazy, I guess. But, I don't know. I'd like to think that, hey, maybe if I could see into this, I could,
Not die.
No, not die. Just, like, make good art.
Burn your eyes out.
I could fool myself into believing my brain has access to higher dimensions, and then I am just
projecting what
projecting
you can see.
what I believe would exist.
Those images that you see.
Yeah.
That
But,
makes sense.
you know, it'd all be false and I'm crazy and, you know. But art is art. Art is fun. I like it. I love making it.
I mean, I tend to not always believe, but I tend to always see sometimes that the craziest ones are the ones that actually have a glimpse of the truth. It's just people refuse to believe
What
it because
is what is the truth?
Yeah.
That's what's so hard. It's easy to say what is a lie. You could just
Didn't you say the way our brain conceptualizes our reality is by making things look normal so we don't go insane? Like we see normal images. This wall is a wall. It's not an actual mouth or
there's
psychedelic crazy shit.
Our brain's interpretation of reality, and then there's actually like
what reality looks like.
True reality.
Yeah.
Right. The only reason why we have this reality is just because of light.
Yeah.
The way light works. You know what I'm saying? The way photons work.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Literally, like at its root, it's because of light. That's the only reason why we see
Everything.
Almost everything. Everything has depth, texture. We can perceive. Why do you think light is such a rubric, such a metric for space-time?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If something exceeds the realm in which light can operate normally, you know, it's usually like a singularity. It's bending space-time or gravity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's just like, I don't know. There's so many, like I can't, like even an astrophysicist can tell me, this is what reality is. Based on the grounds of what? Other theories?
What they're interpreting it as.
Right, and these are based off of theories.
Yes, which theories are forever changing, just like science.
Not saying they're changing every day, but it's like...
when you make a new discovery.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm not saying I'm not gonna adhere to these theories because they've been... It's provided consistent results on how you interpret reality.
Yeah.
You know, in the real world. But... even in the end, they're still theories. They're not laws.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not laws of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be a guy not open to the possibility that there are other ways of interpreting reality. And that's why we are unable to achieve certain things. But who am I? I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm not a quantum...
yeah, but like you said, even the smartest person can be wrong.
That's right. But... the reason why they're the smartest person is because they're right most of the time.
Oh shit, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But I don't know. Like, what do you think about? Like, how do you not interpret your reality, but like, what do you think about when it comes to reality? What are random thoughts you think about? What's an NPC moment where you turn on autopilot and then you kind of sink into your brain and start thinking about shit?
What? Like, turn off the NPC and start thinking for myself?
No, turn on the NPC.
Okay.
And then think to yourself. Like, you've never had a conversation with someone and give them perfect responses to what they're asking you and but you're thinking about something else in your brain.
Yeah, I've had those. Cause it's like, you know how if you're self-aware you can go in and out,
right,
based off of, so I would say, like, when you know how when you're standing there talking, when somebody's talking to you, but the conversation that they're having is like,
it's like the cat meme.
Yeah, it's like it's like it's not interesting, so you just go into your head and just start thinking and talking to yourself because you're like, so you can hear everything.
You can hear and respond.
But it's like autopilot driving.
Right.
So it's like you can hear and respond, but you're like, man, these are fucking NPC answers. Like, and then when you try to not educate, but when you try to give them your perspective to see if they can have a little bit of an open mind on.
I hit them with the bro. That's wild. That's crazy, man.
Of a
no
different,
way.
of a different answer.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, for real.
That's crazy.
That's yeah, basically.
And then what happened?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Damn.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
Crazy. What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do?
And then they just keep going and going. They're like, oh my god, he's so into this story. And it's like, no.
I'm not.
I'm not. Because I like to have conversations where it leads to an end result. Or
I just want to talk about crazy shit.
Exactly.
I really want to talk about crazy shit non-stop 24/7. I don't give a fuck about the weather. I don't care about the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about what's happening in school.
Yeah.
I want to talk about crazy shit and crazy concepts.
Yep, exactly.
24 fucking 7.
Yeah, exactly. Don't talk about everything that everybody else is already.
Because 8 billion people are already doing it.
Yeah, it's saturated. Let's talk about something different.
Reality's so overrated. Reality is overrated.
It's like when somebody finds something out, one YouTuber sees it, they jump on the train before somebody else gets to it.
Right.
Then when everybody in the half the population is researching it, it's just a hype train. And now it's oversaturated, and it's like, well, how many different same videos that I can watch just with a different person giving one specific different opinion, but going in the same direction that that person's going. And it's like, like you said, it's NPC stuff.
Prime example, right? With like the whole Baki thing. How many videos have we seen of Yujiro Hanma? Where it's like a comedy video where it's a breakdown of motherfuckers getting beat the fuck up in Baki.
How many?
How many?
This is the first one that you
No, it's like comedy skits.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Yeah, on how they make, like the whole Black Air Force energy, or
it's like
Yujiro Hanma's the most dangerous man on the planet.
Well, it's like as soon as Gear 5 was released, how many people jumped on that? And it's like the market was so oversaturated that if you weren't a bigger channel, you weren't in the forefront of the algorithm. So it's like, let's put all these ridiculous titles, like when they put full fight Gear 5 Luffy and Kaido. I'm like, bitch, it's not even done yet. How can you say full fight when it's not the full fight? But you had 120,000 people click on it and find out it's not the full fight. So basically, they'll sit through the entire video thinking that they're going to get new information, and it's not new information. It's the same shit. It's basically what you just watched, just their interpretation of it, but they don't tell you that. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense to do stuff like that. But no, like exactly what you were saying. It's just I'm listening, I'm coherent, but at the same time, I'm escaping into my head, thinking about something else at the same time that I'm listening to this person, and I'm like, damn, these are generic answers. Like,
I don't know, I just want to talk about random shit.
Exactly. Well, and that, see, this is what I love about my conversations. Like I always tell you, like when I'm talking, they're like, how do you know that? I'm like,
I just be looking up random shit.
You just be looking up,
I just want to know random shit.
Yeah, like they're like, how did you? By the way, how did you know that? And I'm like, I just looked it up, researched it, read about it, saw it somewhere, learned about it. I mean, it's like things that people don't pay attention or think are useless pieces of information.
Wow. How do you just wake up every day and you just, this is it. This is okay.
I think that's why every time I have a conversation with an associate or a manager or somebody like that, I'll always ask them, like, what are you good at? And if they're like,
personal skills outside of
your job. outside of the company that I work for, what are you good at? Like, what can you personally do that you enjoy that is not a hobby? A hobby is something that you do on the side when you're bored or you need something to do, and then something that you're good at is something that you do that you love to do. Like, I love talking. I love learning, and I love talking, and I love building. Those are things I can never get tired of. Like when we were sending mom off the garden, I'm like, I don't garden. I only did it because I was with somebody. And now that it's there, it's like, yeah, she's always asking me to take care of it, but it's like, when do I have the time?
I don't want a fucking garden, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
I own a garden.
I don't. All this stuff is there. It wasn't for me. It was for the other that I was with at the time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It was something that she enjoyed. So it's something that I enjoyed doing with her. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But now that that person's not there, why am I doing? Why? It's not because she did it.
Well,
so
you should take care of it because that's life, sir. You can have a beautiful front yard if you just put some love into them plants.
I got you now. You got this. I believe in you.
Or because I garden.
Mm-hmm.
That's only with mom's garden, Jeff.
Yeah. No.
Because her garden is
now
going
you
to,
got this one.
it's gonna bear fruit, Jeff.
So this is gonna bear
I'm
leaves.
gonna get mangoes and avocados.
It's gonna give us more fresh air.
and
So
coconuts and squash. You know what I'm saying? I can eat those.
I got some agave. You can make liquor.
That's wild. That's wild. That's not free.
Oh shit.
That's not instant. I actually gotta
shit.
make that shit.
Yeah.
That's not instant.
There you go. But
Hell no.
yeah, but
no.
I would say like that. What were I talking about again? I just jumped into.
Oh, NPC.
Yeah. So it's like when people ask me random information or things like that. It's just like I said. I love to learn. I love to read. I love to build, and I love asking people what they are interested in, because then that leads into a conversation to actually make them think, because now they're doing critical thinking where they're like, oh shit, no one has ever asked me that. Now I actually have.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Bro, it'd be some shit I be telling people, and it's just like, you've been alive 20 plus years and you've just.
they never thought of it, because the only thing that went through their mind was, I'm going to work for the company. I'm going to get full time. I'm going to move up. I'm going to make more money. But there's no ambition in to do anything.
Why don't you want to do what you want to do?
Yeah, there's no ambition to do anything greater. So they're okay with working 5 days a week for 45 hours.
Well, it's not ambition.
Taking
it's fear and ignorance.
Taking 2-week vacation to go to someplace they can't really enjoy themselves because they gotta be back that following weekend, and then they're back to doing the same thing for another 365.
Well, Jeff, not everyone can.
I understand that. That's why I don't talk to everybody, Jeff, because I understand that some people are okay with what they do, and of course there's different various age groups. You see what I'm saying?
And then there's other different factors you gotta factor in.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I don't go to every human being at.
You can't just send a motherfucker all into the abyss and be like, yeah, you can do it. Gambale, motherfucker.
Good luck.
What the fuck?
No, I feel it. No, I don't do that with everybody. Anybody that can have a conversation with, that I know the conversation is going to go somewhere, and like you said, they don't give you like robotic answers, then that's when I'll kind of start diving in deep and kind of saying, all right, you can do this and that. And I said, do you see this long term? It's not like I'm saying, I'm going in to convince you to leave your job. I don't want people to think that. I just want to see if they thought bigger than what they currently have now. Because you'll look at them, you'll analyze them, and they're like, man, I don't want to do this. And then that's when you're like, okay, so then what are you good at that you can bank or make money on, that you enjoy and is not a job that you can do to get out of the situation that you're in now? Because some people,
I feel like some people are so focused on. Sorry to cut you.
No, you're good, man. Go ahead.
Some people are so focused on the exterior of how the world perceives and how the world responds to them. They don't think about
themselves
and how they respond to the world, and they don't know what they're good at.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know what they like. They just know what other people want them to like, or what other people
they play the game to move up,
right,
in whatever they want to move up in, and then when they get there, they're not content with what they have, and they think moving up even more is going to help them.
Or it's just fear and ignorance. Because it's like, sometimes if you have a different way of thinking, the fear of, the majority rejecting you for thinking a way like that, or even thinking of a concept or idea. But me, I never give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like when you act it's like when you act foolish or loud laugh or be
Right.
silly or in public, and everyone gives you that weird mean mugging look, and in their
Right,
mind they're like,
the
man,
side eye.
yeah, the side eye, and they're like, wow, this guy's acting the fool, but in their mind at the same time they're saying, I wish I could be like
I wish
that
I could
guy,
be like that.
but
Yeah.
I don't. I'm too afraid of people judging
Judging
me,
you.
so I'm just gonna continue to be normal,
Right.
as a lot of people call it, quote unquote.
Right.
So, yeah, it is the fear to, because I'm not gonna lie. A couple years back, because remember, I've been doing this job for what, 17 years, and I know that when I was with that person, she would always tell me, well, why don't you do something different? And the fear set in, because I'm like, what am I good at?
Right.
I started asking the questions. I started doing the research. I started looking at the books. I started doing all that stuff like that. And I never asked myself that question, because in my mind it's like, I'm gonna start and die in this in this company.
You're gonna die a worker. You're gonna die a worker. Damn it! What the hell?
Shit. That's how I looked at it. I never thought about doing anything outside
Die
of
in your green jumpsuit. You got a life sentence.
shit. Shit. Yeah, man. So that was my mindset, and I'm like, I'm being honest. That was my mindset, and then when I listened to you, or I started listening to myself and listening to other people, and kind of just like, man, I do have options. I'm good at other things. I just have to figure out what I'm good at. So I never really ever thought like that back in the day,
Right.
but now it's like, all right, I'll be okay if I do go. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, this is the do or die type job. If I don't have it, then I'm fucked for the rest of my life. There's other options, and there's other things I can do, and then I'm very good with money, so that's also not gonna be an issue either. But it's just things like that. But like you said, it literally is the fear of trying to step outside yourself and do something that you're comfortable with, because you're afraid of what's gonna happen, especially when money's involved, because everything in life now is about money.
That's facts.
Yeah. So
That's
but that's what I would say. I don't go to everybody and say, oh, what are you good at? Because I can differentiate the person that can see more than just the job and the money, and they're content. Because I've heard from a lot of people, they're like, it's too late for me. I'm comfortable where I'm at. There's nowhere I can go. I'm in this for the long haul, because they don't question what else can I do or do better. When I hear those answers, I'm like, all right, so then you're just that's it. I'm not the guy that comes in and tries to convince you to do something
Right.
different.
No,
If you take my advice, I also say I'm not a therapist. I'm
Right.
not a advice giver, nor am I licensed.
It's a secret society.
Exactly. Don't tell anybody.
Exclusive.
Members.
Exclusive
members only.
We ask you certain questions, and depending on your response, you're either in or you're not.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just things like that. But no, I don't go into eliminate everybody from the job so they can have a deficit of.
You're either on the journey or you're a passenger.
Or you're just or you're just you're a passenger. You're just a passerby,
Right.
basically. So. No, but it's just things like that, man. But the way I view the world is completely different. There's always nuances in everything, and people always ask me, like, why do you know all these random facts or things like that? And it's like, I like to learn. And that's why I always say there's no such thing as useless information. Because you're always going to use it in a situation, or know how to use it in certain
Right.
said situations. So.
Right.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man. I feel like, well, I don't feel like I know that as I get older, I am learning a lot more, and I'm preparing to live my 34th year. So it's gonna be very interesting.
That's
No,
crazy.
33.
Ooh, you about
No,
to
yeah. I'm prepared. I'm starting to live I'm right. That's my 34th year. I'm gonna be 33.
You're about to complete your 33rd year.
Yes.
And begin your
34th
34th
year. Yes, there you go. There you go. But the way humans do it is 33. But
yeah, it's so weird.
yeah, it is. But Asian countries, it's you're one as soon
You're
as
one as soon as you're born. Right. Which makes more sense.
Yes, because you're literally because you're like, oh, I'm 6 months old. I'm 12 months old.
13 months. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm about to live my 34th year, turning 33 this year. But I believe I'm learning more every single year I am alive, and I'm getting better and better. Like you saw the book that I purchased from to show you how to be more humble and content, and be able to control your emotions a little bit more and not let anybody in the world says bother you. So you'll be able to handle certain situations better without getting into an emotional state, no matter what it is, whether it be deadly, whether it be happy, sad, emotional, whether you lose a loved one. So I want to see what the 4 elements are going to be about, and then we can talk about it. But no, man, I feel like I'm getting a little bit wiser every year. Still working on my salt and pepper beard, so
I just buy some fucking touch of gray and streak your shit. Yeah,
they're gonna be like, oh. Then they're gonna be like, I'm 42.
Bullshit. You start fucking with people, Jeff. Just touch of gray your beard.
Shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They won't know you're bald. Touch of gray.
Yep.
Be like, yeah,
I'm
80.
I'm mature for my age. Yeah.
Oh man,
you want to talk to an experienced man?
Get the fuck out. Get out of here, man.
Shit. It's crash and burn.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, bro. No, it's just like I said, man. I love it, man. I love living. I love learning. I love growing, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And I want to continue to grow with you at this and wherever direction that we go together, and then save as many people as I can. Like I said, I ask the simple question. I have conversations first. Then if their mindset is outside the box, then I ask them, what are you good at? If they can answer that, or at least try to figure that out, then we move on to the next step.
Yeah. Who are you and what do you want?
Exactly. And if this is not for you, then you don't have to do this. There's so many options in the world, especially if you got talent.
What do you want?
So try to bank on that talent. Don't just sit there and be content with what you're doing every single day. And I think that's the biggest opportunity a lot of human beings miss out on, is they think that where they're at is fine because they don't think that they have any other options.
They've been told that they can't pursue or achieve more because of certain things, certain decisions they made in the past. Well, if certain decisions and certain choices you made in the past got you here, don't you think certain choices you make now will get you where you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a position you are now because of choices, continue making choices.
Yep.
That get you out of that. I don't know. I just think that's something you can never get away from. At the end of the day, how you respond to reality is a choice.
Yeah. It's always
everything is a choice.
It's always a choice.
You see what I'm saying? Like, barring the most extreme cases, but like even in, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, even in certain scenarios, everything is a choice.
Yeah.
You can choose how you respond to something.
Yeah. Like I said, it's emotional control. It takes time. I'm not gonna say everybody's born with it, but it really does take time for you to manifest it into a place where you don't let it overtake you every time you get into any type of situation, whether it be normal or violent, because I'm using the extreme of both ends. And that's, like you said, it's a choice. Like, you putting your hands on somebody for doing something so insignificant and small, that causes a chain reaction that ends up putting you in jail, that's all you. You could choose to walk away. You could choose.
Everything is a choice.
Yeah.
Everything is a choice.
Yep. That will never change, sir.
I never change.
So.
But you did make me think. Maybe the universe is just a higher consciousness, and it chose certain quantum states until it led up to us.
Yes, I believe it.
But I don't know. Like, what does a consciousness that
great?
Yeah, like.
But don't. Would you?
I feel like it's insulting to even consider the universe a consciousness.
Would you say collective of ours is the knowledge of?
Bullshit.
Shit, I love that.
Every human to ever exist in humanity from now until the end will never.
Yeah.
Never.
Not even.
Never
get close.
Never get close.
I got you.
Never. Ever.
I love that answer. He's
ever.
Like, bullshit.
Nah.
Man.
If we have more information, you think we know more than a black hole knows?
Nah.
Come on,
black.
Bro.
We're because literally our basis for the black hole is, yes, we get pulled in, but we don't know what happens once we're in.
It's infinite storage of information. Nothing ever comes out.
Yep.
You know how much information is in the center of a black hole? You know the things that it does to space-time.
Well, remember when we were talking about it? Remember when I said, you know how let's say we're in space and we reach out, we can never grab it, but a black hole is literally surfing on it. It's like
it exists
outside. Exactly. That's why it's weird and crazy that it's outside of it. So it's literally hovering over space.
Right. Like space passes through the black.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. So it's not like.
Or does the black hole move? It could be both.
Yeah.
Because there are stationary black holes, but everything is moving. Where, we don't fucking know.
No.
Like everything in our local group is moving towards the great attractor. But like beyond that, that's the scope of our perception of what we can map of the universe.
Yep.
That is the scope. There's something converging, which is known as the great attractor, but like we don't know beyond that. We just are part of one of the spaghetti arms
of the great
attractor. But beyond that, there's more to it.
Yeah.
It's like if I showed you a map of the universe and here are the spaghetti arms and our galaxy is within a galaxy cluster
of other
galaxy clusters within this spaghetti arm. We don't know what's in this galaxy, this spaghetti arm. We don't know what's in this spaghetti arm. We don't know what's in this spaghetti arm.
Yeah.
But then again, it's all converging into one center mass, which is the great attractor.
Yeah.
And then beyond that is just a cutoff. We don't know what the hell is beyond that.
Beyond that, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So even outside of our scope of the observable universe, there's more universe.
Yeah. That's nuts.
There's more universe.
That's nuts.
You see what I'm saying? From our reference point, that's absolute shit. That sucks. That sucks.
Oh, shit, man.
There could have been trillions, quintillions.
I believe it.
Of civilizations that rose and fell. You know what I'm saying?
To us, it's a blink of an eye compared to the universe.
And then on top of that, we have to understand that all of this is within the frame of reference of our concept of what
reality,
mathematics, reality, and shit is. That's because this is the quantum state we chose. Math. Because we said math, 1 + 1 is 2, that is the reality we chose.
But then others could be 1 + 1 = fish.
Well, no, it could be a different concept. We use numbers to quantify the universe in our reality. And because we chose that, everything, so on and so forth, has to be derivative of. Why do you think we always say quantify it?
Yeah. It's bigger.
You see what I'm saying? Because we chose to define our universe in numbers and calculations. That's it. You see what I'm saying?
Fish plus whale equals ocean.
Right.
So it just depends. And like you said,
But we chose this one, numbers.
and like you said, 11 different.
Right. There could be another universe where, I don't know, like, wavelengths of light are used to, I don't know, judge distances. Well, we do that now. Light wavelengths, redshift,
Yeah.
blue shift in the universe. But like, I don't know. I don't know how I could think of a different concept outside of the concept we've established for everything in reality.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Because I have to not think with this brain reality. This reality brain. I don't know. I don't know how I would say that without sounding crazy.
No, I feel it, man. I feel it.
You see what I'm saying? Because even, like, I don't know. Like, because even addition is math.
Yep.
We just, everything is quantitative. Like, it's all numerical. But that's the only logical way that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. That's why it's like there's such a cap or a limit on how we do math now.
Our
You see what I'm
capacity
saying?
of learning.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you could, you know, define what a singularity is in math, but like, you will never truly understand what's actually happening. Like, math breaks down at the singularity.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, then there must be some other type of math beyond the singularity.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We can't just accept, oh, okay, yeah, black holes, yeah, math doesn't count. Math doesn't apply. It's infinite.
No, I feel it, man. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I got you. Damn.
I don't know. If there's a place in the universe where math breaks down, why can't I just think about whatever the fuck I want?
Yeah, that's true. Essentially, you won't have to follow the laws of.
Right. Why can't I just
Of
think
our
about whatever the
reality.
fuck I want? Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
No, I feel it, man.
that's pretty much it. This was our loopty-doopty
Loopty-doopty.
loopty-doopty convo.
You got any last words?
I think I should probably stop talking because I might get everyone crazy.
Right? All I would say, last thing I would say is, like I said, like I reiterated before, not everybody will be independent thinkers. You have to retake that picture again.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely right. So,
Shit. Yeah, not everybody can be independent thinkers, and that's not to take offense to anybody who doesn't. But I would say that if you are not like that and you do feel like there's something bigger than yourself, than what you do on a daily basis, then go ahead and think outside the box and actually do it. So, but just to be complacent and be okay with where you're at, nothing will ever change. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
So, but no, that's why I'll leave it off, man.
You want to take us home?
All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, One Word Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the link, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. You have a good night, weekend, evening, and day, and we'll see you on Thursday. If the power is not out.
Yeah, if we don't lose power, that's gonna
If the
suck.
power is not out. So if you don't hear
That's
from us on
gonna
Thursday, then
suck.
that's probably the reason why. But guys, you guys have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
Or morning.
Or
Or evening. I said it already.
all right, man.